2020. Should be computation of income from other sources for the assessment year. For the assessment year 2020-21. This should be the heading for the problem of income from other sources or computation of income from interest on securities. Now we have two types of problems. One, we have to compute income or interest from securities, and second, we have to compute income from other sources. So income from interest on securities is a part of income from other sources. Now in this problem, there is no such security given in the problem. So we have to find out income from other sources. Now in the problem, first is given dividend income. The first one is given dividend. And I explained to you in the last class, any dividend from Indian company is exempted. Any dividend from Indian company is exempted. But here, A Limited, it is a foreign company. That is not exempted, that is taxable. A Limited is a foreign company. That is taxable. Okay, how much is dividend we are getting from A Limited? It is a foreign company. Dividend income is 1,70,000. So that is taxable, that is not exempted. Only when you receive dividend from Indian company, that is exempted. But here it is a foreign company. So first one, we take the A Limited. A Limited. This is a foreign company. You have to make a note. This is a foreign company. Foreign company. How much dividend you earn? 1,70,000. 1,70,000. Then interest paid on loan for purchasing the shares is 10,000. That means any interest you are paying on loan to buy the shares of foreign company, it is exempted under section 57. That means you have to write that part under deductions under section 57. So this 10,000 we should write under deductions under section 57. So interest on loan to buy the shares of foreign company is allowed as deduction under section 57. But if you are paying interest on loan to buy the Indian company shares, that is not exempted, that is not allowed as deduction section 57. Since it is a foreign company, it is taxable, hence interest on loan paid to buy the foreign company shares is exempted. Similarly, B Limited foreign company, it is also foreign company, that is taxable, so that is not exempted. This is also foreign company. How much you are earning from B Limited foreign company? 1,43,000. 1,43,000. So they covered the total dividend part. So total gross dividend or total dividend. Now C Limited, and it is an Indian company. An Indian company under section 2, subsection 22, TDS paid 12,000, net dividend 1,48,000, and interest paid is 11,000. So any dividend income received from Indian company is exempted. If it is exempted, we cannot allow interest on loan taken to buy this shares. That is 11,000. Okay, so totally exempted. So 11,000 also cannot be allowed as deduction of section 57. So we can say this is Indian company shares. You are getting dividend from Indian company. Indian company is totally exempted. Indian company, it is totally exempted. So you say write exempted here in the rupees inner column. Write exempted. It is exempt because it is received from Indian company. Dividend you receive from Indian company is totally exempt. Now, find out the outer column total. So total will be for part 1 dividend part is over. So 3 lakh. How much is this? 3,000. 3 lakh 13,000 is the dividend part. Now, the second one, rent part. Now, this is the second part is rent received. Rent received. Rent is received. Now, what is that? Rent from letting a factory. You are given your factory on rent basis along with plant and machinery 1,30,600. Okay, you are getting a rent by letting a factory. How much you are getting a rent? 1,30,600. So the total rent you have to pay. So that is taxable. So 1,30,600. 1,30,600 you are receiving a rent from other sources. You are letting your factory premises on rent. And whatever collection charges in respect of rent, fire insurance premium, repairs, depreciation, this can be allowed as deductions under section 57. We take under section total, we take club all the gross income. From gross income, we will make deductions under section 57. We take all this values. This can be allowed as deductions. Right. So next third part. The third part. The third part is winning from lottery. Winning from lottery is given net amount. Winning from lottery is given net amount. Now remember, he has given net amount. Net meant you have to convert into gross. Winning from lottery. You have to convert into gross value. Okay. How to convert a gross value? That is equal to net amount received. Formula is net amount into 100 divided by 70, because on lottery you have to pay 30% tax percentage on lottery. You have to pay flat rate of 30% tax. So that means what is the actual formula? Yesterday we discussed the formula. Net amount into 100 by 100 minus tax rate. Tax rate is 30%. 100 minus 30 70. Okay. So that is equal to how much is the net amount received in the problem? 70,000. 70,000 into 70,000 into, you have to convert into gross value, 100 by 70. So you will get how much? You will get 1 lakh. You will get 1 lakh. You have to take the gross value. Why you are taking gross value for winning from lottery? Because in the problem is given net amount. Suppose if net amount is not given the problem, whatever the value you have to take as a gross value, that is 7,000. You take the gross value only. Since in this problem he has given the net amount, you have to convert into gross. To convert into gross, you have to use this formula, net amount into 100 by 70. Why 70? Because 30% tax you have to pay on cash income. Fourth one. Now this fourth one, we have one more casual income called winning from card games. Winning from card games. Winning from card games. That is also, winning from card games, there is no need of converting into gross. Whatever the value you receive is equal to gross. Only from winning from lottery, you will convert into gross value. If it mentions net amount. So directly we can take it out of column 13,500. 13,500. Interest on securities issued by government of Japan. That is taxable. That comes with the income from other sources. So fifth one, interest on securities. Interest on securities. Okay, issued by government of Japan. Issued by government of Japan. And it is immaterial as a gross or net. Whatever the value you take is gross value only. It is immaterial. Okay, because it is a foreign company, you are receiving interest from foreign company securities. It is taxable under income from other sources. So 20,900. Now, add up all the outer column values. That is a gross income from other sources. We'll get a gross income from other sources. So gross income from other sources. Add up all the outer column values. Can you tell me what are the values? Grand total. Add up all the outer column values. That is a gross income from other sources. Add up all the outer column values here. What are the values? Outer column, please add up all the values and please tell me the gross value. Again, I will change it. Yeah. Please tell me the gross value. So you will get gross
5,78,000.
5,78,000. From this, you have to make deductions. Less deductions under section 57. Okay, and what are the deductions you can make it? You come from the starting point. Interest on loan taken for buying foreign company shares, you can allow deductions. So this is the deductions part. So interest paid, please write interest paid on A Limited. Interest paid on A Limited is how much? 10,000. Similarly, interest paid on B Limited foreign company. Interest paid on, I'm adding in same B Limited. So how much it is interest paid at B Limited? 50,000. And you are not taking interest paid on Indian company shares because Indian company share dividends are exempted. So you're not taking that, you cannot allow the deductions, that interest. Similarly, collection charges. So collection charges, then here you can allow deductions in regard to collection charges. Collection charges in respect of rent. In respect of rent. So 4,000. Then similarly, in respect of fire insurance premium. Fire insurance premium 6,000. Then repairs repays 5,000. This can be allowed. This has to be allowed under section 57. Repays 5,000. Then depreciation. Depreciation. I'm writing in short form depreciation as 18,000. Okay, add up all the deductions, put in the outer column as 97,000. How much is the total deductions? 10,000, 50,000, 4,000, 6,000, 5,000, 18,000. I want the total deductions. How much is it? So 64, 75, then 75 plus 18, 93, right? 93,000. You will subtract from 5,78,000. Okay. So you will get income from other sources, or we can say net income from other sources. Net income from other sources. How much you got after subtracting 93,000 from 5,78,000? How much you got?
So 4,85,000.
Very good. This is called net income from other sources. So there are some more things to be explained in this problem. Now, we discussed about winning from lottery. You have to, what you have to do, you have to convert into gross value. When you convert it in the problem, it is given as net amount or received. Remember, received from lottery. In that case, you have to convert into gross value. That is formula is net amount into 100 by 70. Only from lottery. Suppose if winning from lottery is less than 10,000 rupees. Please focus on this. If winning from lottery, the value is less than 10,000, no need of grossing up. Whatever the value you got, you have to enter the outer column. When if winning from lottery is less than 10,000. Okay, whatever the value is given in the problem, if it is less than 10,000, no need of grossing up. Correctly, you can put the amount in outer column. But if winning from lottery is more than 10,000, then you need to gross up. Gross up means net amount into 100 by 70. If winning from lottery is more than 10,000, you need to gross up. Okay, this is one important point we need to make a note. Second important point. Similarly, like winning from card games, less than 10,000, no need of grossing up. Winning from card games, less than 10,000, no need of grossing up. More than 10,000, you have to convert into gross value. You have to convert into gross value. What have you done in the problem? Is there any mistake on that? Winning from card games, if it is less than 10,000, no need of grossing up. Winning from card games, less than 10,000, no need of grossing up. If it is more than 10,000, we need to gross up the value. But here, what you have done, we did not gross up. That is a mistake you have done it. What you have done? This is winning from card games is more than 10,000, that is 13,500. If it is less than 10,000, you have to put the same value as a gross value. Then here, what you have to do, you have to make a small changes here. What you have to do is, if winning from card games or winning from TV shows, winning from card games or winning from TV shows is more than 10,000, you have to convert into gross value. That is net amount into 100 by 70. Same like winning from lottery. Same. Less than 10,000, no need. Here, we have to make a small change here. Winning from card game, since it is more than 10,000, you have to convert into gross value. Convert into gross value. Okay. So, everything will change. If it more than 10,000, it is converted to gross value. Okay. So, winning from card games. In the problem, it is given winning from card games. One more important point. It is also not given whether it is gross or net. This is very important, problematic point from your side. Whether it is a gross or net, nothing is given. Nothing is given in the problem. Is a gross or net. By default, you have to assume as a gross value only. So we cannot convert into gross value because it is not mentioned in the problem. Whether it is gross or net, nothing is mentioned. Which assumptions you have to make? The given value is a gross value only. Suppose winning from card games net, winning from card games net amount. In that case, we have to use the same formula like winning from lottery. Same case, winning from lottery, winning from card games, same case. Okay, less than 10,000, no need of grossing up. More than 10,000, you need to gross up. But when you do not gross up, when in the problem, if net amount is given, net value is given, you have to convert the gross value. But here in the problem, nothing is mentioned about net or gross, nothing is mentioned. You have to take as a gross value. This is with regard to winning from lottery and winning from card games. Next, another casual income comes winning from horse race. Winning from horse race, if the value is less than 5,000, no need of grossing up. You can directly put the amount in order column. Less than 5,000. Remember, less than 5,000. More than 5,000, you have to need to gross up using the same formula. Net amount into 100 by 70. If it is more than 5,000, which one? Winning from horse races. Winning from horse races or any other race. Less than 5,000, no grossing up. What are the value? You have to put an outer column. More than 5,000, winning from horses or any other race, you have to need to convert into gross value. What is the formula? Net amount into 100 by 70. Okay, lottery is over. One more important point is that if you got the prize money from winning from motor race, now winning from motor race, there is some litigations in that. What litigations? Sir, somebody went to the court that motor race is winning from motor race is not by luck, it is by pure skill. Hence, they went to the court, don't take it as a income from other sources. Take it as a normal income. That means don't take it under 30% bracket. Don't treat as a casual income. Which one? Winning from motor race and bike race. Don't take as a casual income. Take it as a normal income from other sources. Now, in that case, what you have to do is you have to make a note in the examination. Winning from bike race or motor race, I am assuming that it involves pure skill, driving skills. Hence, I am not taken under casual income. I am taking under income from other sources. You have to make a note. Now, somebody may not consider as a skill, somebody may take it as a luck or chance. In that case, whatever the amount you receive from winning from motor race or bike race, no grossing up is required. So don't do into 100 by 70. Whatever the amount you receive from winning from bike race or motor race, directly put the value in the outer column. If you have wanted to consider as a casual income, no 30%. So directly you have to put the amount in the outer column. So only in case of horses, lottery, or card games, winning from card games, if you want to convert the gross value, you have to use the formula net amount into 100 by 70. Otherwise, no need. Again, less than 5,000 for horse race, no grossing up. More than 5,000, you have to convert the gross value. But again, it depends on the problem. nothing is mentioned, you have to assume as a gross value only. If they'll mention net amount, then only you have to convert into gross value. Okay, this is with regard to the cash income. And I told you in case of dividend from foreign company is taxable. Dividend from Indian company is exempted. And whatever you are paying interest to buy the shares of foreign company, that can be allowed as deduction under section 57. But for Indian company, you're paying interest, you're taking a loan, you're paying interest to buy the shares of Indian company, that is not allowed as deduction under section 57. This should be make a point, this point. Okay. Any other things you need to know? Nothing is there. The dividend part is over. Now, you're receiving any rent by letting your factory or letting your machine or plant and equipment, and what are the expenses incurred to get that income, that can be allowed as deduction under section 57. That means any expenditure incurred to earn that income, that can be allowed as deduction under section 57, except personal expense. Personal expenses cannot be allowed as deduction under section 57. This thing you have to make a note. These type of problems make it examination. Sometimes what happens, you may get confusion on interest, computation of interest on securities. I'll remove that confusion now. Now, if the time permits, I remove the confusion. Now, I'll explain once again clearly how to compute interest on securities in continuation last class. Okay. Now, already have posted the material in the WhatsApp group about notes, different types of notes. Now, this is again once again repeating how to compute interest on securities. They have different securities like less tax-free, government securities, commercial securities. What we have to do? There's a lot of confusion will be there in the books. There are different versions are there. I found in standard book correctly they have explained. I'll explain that part also, and that is posted in the WhatsApp group. So just I move this part. Now, so please study both theory and problem. Don't take risk. If you write theory, you will get very less marks. Very less marks. If you write very good, excellent points, then only you will get out of 15, 8 or 9, and at the most 10. But if you write a problem spot, half is correct, you will get 8. Half is correct, you will get directly 8. 80% is correct, you will get 12. 90% is correct, you will get 14 or 13. Okay, just explain how to compute interest on securities. I think I have posted in the second material. Second material, I posted in the WhatsApp group. So in your group, this is the material I posted. Third one, sorry. Second one. Second part. This is PDF second part. Not second part. I think there's a third part. No, third part is not there. Second or third. No, there is second part. Second part. Yeah. Yeah. And I posted the video. Okay, now I post now. Let's try and post now. I'll take the attendance and tomorrow I will explain that clearly how to complete interest on securities. Okay, I'll take the attendance now. I'll post it tomorrow. I'll explain tomorrow. I'll take the attendance.